This is the Let's Go Win podcast with your host, JM Ryerson.
What is happening, you guys? Welcome back to the Let's Go Win podcast. We are here for a Tuesday tune-up, and we're going to be talking about something that I think so many of us miss, including myself, a lot of the times, and that is the joy is in the journey, not in the destination. So this is really a mindset, and what I'll tell you is I've been exposed to a lot of influencers of today's world, and getting to meet and spend significant time around them, I've found some real inconsistencies. One of the biggest ones is that it's all about where you're going. Get up, grind, compromise anything at the cost of obtaining your dreams. The problem with that is the quality of life once you obtain your dreams is not what you would hope for, and no amount of money made can be, and no amount of money made can make up for that. So let's be clear. I love to make money, but it's not the only thing that matters. The wealthiest people I know have been able to navigate these waters because they remembered the cardinal rule, and that is that the joy is in the journey, not in the destination. When I mentioned wealth above, that refers to monetary, that refers to health, relationships, and spiritually. And the words balance or harmony is what most often comes from their description of how they were able to achieve their dreams, enjoy the ride, and not sacrifice everything what they loved along the way. There are compromises, and it's not all sunshine and rainbows during the journey. I guarantee that. That's a 100% guarantee. But if you want to be whole and you want to have wealth in all areas of life, I want you to remember these three ideas as you enjoy your journey. The first one is, and this is going to sound funny with the joy is in the journey, not in the destination, but it's embrace the suck. This phrase is most often used in branches of military. And the meaning of this is to consciously accept or appreciate something that is extremely unpleasant or unavoidable. I know it sounds odd to say the joy is in the journey and embrace the suck at the same time, but really it's just a mindset. Anytime that you're growing, it's going to be uncomfortable, but this phrase can help you find joy in the discomfort. This most often happens to me on a leg day at the gym. If I'm thinking about the pain that I'm about to endure, it literally becomes overwhelming, and it makes me want to avoid the gym altogether. But instead, I tell myself what an opportunity is to feel that pain, as that means I'm alive, I'm breathing. Adversity and pain are inevitable, but learning to embrace the suck can help you find joy in the tough times. So all those times of leg day that I'm like, okay, this is horrible. Once I remind myself, hey, that pain means I'm alive, embracing that suck has really changed the way I approach it, and it makes sure that I go more often. The second idea to remember that the joy is in the journey and not in the destination is tomorrow is not guaranteed. Live today to the fullest because tomorrow is not guaranteed. That is an anonymous quote that sums up why living in the moment is so important. How often do we take the day, our family, or our health for granted? This is the thing that I work on most every single day. I want to be fully present in the now and appreciate the moment that I have on this earth. If I'm stuck in my head thinking about the past or the future, then how can I fully be present? That doesn't mean to not have amazing memories of what happened or to have extraordinary dreams. I have them, but it means to create great memories to build your incredible future right now. So if you just think about it, it's not guaranteed tomorrow. So let's not waste a breath. Let's not waste time on things that we really that don't fulfill us. So that second part is tomorrow's not guaranteed. And the last one, and this is one that I've really spent a lot of time on. Again, some of you know my dad passed away about 6 weeks ago now, and I'm thinking about this specifically. But that's how will I be remembered when I'm no longer on this earth? What will be said about me? And my hope is that they'll say that JM, I hate to go third person, but JM loved fully. I was a courageous leader, an amazing family man, and always fun to be around. I realize it seems morbid to imagine what will be said about you after your death, but I don't fear death. I want to live fully every single day, and I want to earn those words. When I hug, I want you to feel the love that I intend. I want to show courage in my actions and lead with confidence. My family is the most important thing to me, and I'm grateful to be so blessed. And I want to laugh and raise others' spirits when they're around me. I will continue to write books, build businesses, and inspire people to live their best lives. Those are great things, but how I show up every day is far more important to me. So if you haven't thought about it, take the time. I know it sounds like, okay, that seriously, James, I don't want to think about death. I don't want to think about not being here. I understand that. But if you want to have some real perspective on enjoying every single moment, on enjoying the journey, think about how you'll be remembered. You will show up differently in that moment. Perspective is not always easy to remember, but I do believe it helps keep us on the right path. Bronnie Ware wrote a book, and it's called The Top 5 Regrets of the Dying, A Life Transformed by the Dearly Departing is the full title, but The Top 5 Regrets of the Dying. She was inspired to write the book after her time as a palliative care. She took care of people in hospice, people on their deathbed. And I won't spoil the book for you, but if you're ever in need of perspective on life, I urge you to pick it up and find out what the top 5 regrets of those were in their final breath. I will tell you, it didn't include, I wish I had made more money, that I worked harder, or I worried about small things in life. That book, Embrace the Suck, Tomorrow's Not Guaranteed, How Will I Be Remembered, are constantly shaping my actions today. So again, let's just stop for a second and think, the joy is in the journey, not the destination. Let's go embrace the suck. There's going to be things that suck today. I promise. I got to go do some things today that are going to suck. I'm going to embrace it. I'm alive. I get to feel that pain. Not everybody's so fortunate. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. So I want to give this podcast right now, I want to give the person I'm going to be having conversations with in the moment, I want to give 100% to that moment. And then lastly, how will I be remembered? Is it worth being that jerk or angry about something? This morning I'm driving and I had to do a mantra for myself because for some reason I was really irritated by slow drivers, and I had to keep telling myself, be patient and kind. Be patient and kind, because the truth is there might be a reason they're driving slow. Maybe their car doesn't work. I don't know it. And it honestly doesn't matter. That's my shit that I need to work through. But I had to tell myself, hey, be patient, be kind. And my day got a whole lot better. So anyway, you guys, I enjoyed writing that article. I think it's one that I spend probably the most amount of time on. And it's also the one I wanted to choose ending my blog with. That's the last blog that I wrote. That doesn't mean I won't write more in the future. But whenever somebody says it's not about the journey, I just believe they're wrong. I think everything is about the journey and to enjoy the entire ride with big goals, but enjoy it while you're doing it. So remember to do that. I'd love for you to take care of yourself. Remember, your mindset matters. I'd also love for you to stop for a second, subscribe, rate, review the show, and share it with someone. It takes about 10 seconds. I want to continue to get this out here. I'm very excited. The next Tuesday tune-ups will have live human beings on here. I'm fired up for it. It's going to be a lot of fun to have people both in the office, on Zoom, I guess it's StreamYard, talking about these various things in life. But for this last Tuesday tune-up, I thought by myself, I thought this was appropriate. So anyway, I appreciate you guys, and I will talk to you next week. Thank you so much for listening. If this content is delivering value to you, please make sure to subscribe, rate, and review us. That helps us build this community, and that is what we are all about. Building this community as big as we can, helping as many people as we can, and deliver as much value as possible. Be sure to head over to letsgowinpodcast.com for information on my coaching courses, and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn at Let's Go Win 365. Let's go win and transcend in life.
This is the Let's Go Win podcast with your host, JM Ryerson.